quarantine camps.
Sarah. Sarah, what's going on?
Department of Sanitation.
Sarah, talk to me.
I think my neighbor has a fever.
Don't watch this movie. What it is, guys, what it do is your boy Caped Informer, and I'm here to let you all know it's not always best to be first at something. I'm of course referring to the catastrophe of a movie, Songbird, the first movie released based on the pandemic, released during the pandemic. Sounds like a perfectly terrible idea that could either be bad or a dumpster fire. Okay, I promise I'm not just going to trash this film without giving it fair, proper context. So allow me to get the context out of the way so we can get back to the fun part. But before that, definitely hit that subscribe and like button for your boy and keep up with all of these outrageous movie reviews and reactions. Of course, to keep up with me behind the scenes, follow me on Instagram or both my personal and business pages. Like, we all knew this was coming, but to be the first film based on the virus and to be a complete failure, you're setting the bar real low, Michael Bay. And yes, Michael Bay produced this, so take that how you will. In Songbird, we're transported to the year 2023, where, you guessed it, the pandemic is still in full play. In fact, it mutated to a much more serious and lethal strain now called COVID-23. Los Angeles is under permanent lockdown and daily health checks are mandatory. The sick are mysteriously transported to a place they call the Q Zone, where they're never heard from again, and the military keeps the entire city under lock and key with threats of headshots on sight. Only a lucky few are immune. They are distinguished by a wristband that allows them access to the outside world, and as you can imagine, leads to a lucrative black market in counterfeit wristbands. Of the immune is Nico, a bicycle courier whose days mostly consist of delivering packages to various locations in the LA province for his boss, Lester, played by Craig Robinson. Nico also has a girlfriend, of whom he hasn't met in person, named Sarah. When the threat of never again seeing his one true love looms over him, Nico must defy all odds to save Sarah from... Bro, I can't even take this review seriously. Nico and Sarah have to be the most generic, uninteresting couple to ever live. And the pathetic part is that you can tell that they really tried to make their whole tragic love life appealing to the audience. It isn't, in any way. In fact, some of the side stories with the rest of the main cast comes off so much more interesting than the focused couple, which just adds so much more to the disrespect of this whole film. What really grinded my gears is that Songbird had an opportunity. It had an opportunity to add something to the whole conversation to our current climate, but it refused to. It's all very generic concepts that have been spun at least a dozen times. Loneliness, human connection strictly through means of technology, martial law, with a script that read like it could have been written by a third grader, and with actors who honestly at times seemed like they were ashamed to even be casted. Songbird was nothing more than a mockery that played off of our country's hysteria. What kills me is that this film was shot back in July, which meant it was written at least back in May or June. Not once during production were they just like,
guys, maybe this ain't it.
This kind of opportunistic filmmaking doesn't deserve our support, and I can't help but think this is just the beginning. If you have seen Songbird, please leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Again, if you haven't, I would strongly suggest you not waste your money or time. Guys, don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in my next one.